Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Herline Dindona, an ICCRC approved consultant. My company's name is Next World Canada Immigration Consulting Inc. and we are located in Ontario, Canada. Today I have another very important update for all of you. Quebec will be launching 3 new immigration programs in coming weeks. Before we start, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it to get the latest updates about Canadian immigration. MIFI is opening up the pilots for foreign nationals who work in the following 3 sectors. The first sector is food processing, the second is health orderlies, and third is artificial intelligence, information technology, and visual effects. These pilots are expected to last for a maximum of 5 years. The goal is to attract and retain immigrants whose skills meet Quebec's labor market needs. MIFI will issue Quebec Selection Certificates, which is known as CSQ, to up to 550 principal applicants annually through each pilot. Applicants must work in eligible sectors in order to be selected. This figure does not include families. You will need to demonstrate that you can financially provide for yourself and your family for at least 3 months. These programs also require applicants to be at least 18 years old. Most of these streams require work experience in Quebec. If you are applying for one of these streams, you must have obtained your work experience with legal status. You must have been paid and worked at least 30 hours per week. Now let's discuss about the eligibility requirement for each of the 3 programs one by one. So the first program is Pilot Program for Food Processing Workers. This pilot program is for foreign workers in the food processing sector. It is intended to help Quebec businesses retain their foreign labor force and to remain competitive with other Canadian provinces. The pilot will come into effect on March 24th. In order to receive a CSQ under this program, you need to be able to communicate orally in French, have work experience in Quebec in an eligible occupation, and be working in the province when you submit your application. Some additional eligibility requirements include you must hold a high school diploma or professional studies diploma from a program in Quebec. You must have held an eligible full-time job for at least 24 months in an eligible sector in Quebec during the 3 years prior to the application date. And you must be able to demonstrate a knowledge of oral French at level 7 according to the Quebec scale of French proficiency levels for adult immigrants. Eligible occupations include industrial butcher, meat cutter, poultry preparer, and related workers, which comes under NOC 9462. It also includes laborer in food and beverage processing, which is NOC 9617. It also includes laborer in fish and seafood processing, which is NOC 9618. And it includes specialized cleaner, which is NOC 6732. It includes machine and industrial process operator in food and beverage processing, which is NOC 9461. It includes agricultural workers, which is NOC 8431, but only the job title chicken picker, and worker in fish and seafood processing plants, which is NOC 9463. Now let's discuss the second program, which is pilot program for orderlies. This pilot is for temporary foreign workers who have worked as orderlies in Quebec for at least 1 year. Among other eligibility requirements, you must be proficient in spoken French and hold a job as an orderly in Quebec when submitting your application. MIFI developed this program to reduce labor gaps in the sector which have been amplified by the pandemic. This program will launch on March 31st. There are two streams under this program, work and studies work. If you are applying under the work stream, you must meet the following conditions. First is you must have a diploma related to working as an orderly which you obtained following a 1-year full-time study program that corresponds to a Quebec diploma of vocational studies. And you must have at least 24 months of work experience as an orderly during the 3 years preceding your application date. At least 12 of these months must have been done in Quebec. This program is specifically for people working as orderlies as described under the National Occupation Classification NOC 3413, nurse aide, orderly, and patient service associate. If you are submitting an application under the work study stream, you must meet the following eligibility criteria. You must have graduated with a Quebec diploma of vocational studies leading to the occupation of orderly during the 2 years preceding the date you submitted your application. And you must have at least 12 months of work experience as an orderly in Quebec acquired during the 2 years preceding the date of submission of your application and after the completion date of your study program. Now let's discuss the third and last program, which is pilot program for workers in artificial intelligence, information technology, and visual effects. This pilot program is intended to attract highly skilled tech workers to launch their careers in Quebec. It will also facilitate the retention of international students who received a specialized graduate degree from Quebec universities. This pilot is scheduled to launch on April 22nd. There are two streams under this pilot: artificial intelligence and information technology and visual effects. You can submit an application under the artificial intelligence stream as a foreign worker or as a Quebec graduate. As a foreign worker, you need a diploma that corresponds to a Quebec bachelor's degree and one of the following. The first is 2 years of skilled work experience over the 5 years preceding your application, or a master's or doctoral degree in the 12 months preceding your application. Also, you need a full-time job offer or be employed in the artificial intelligence sector. For information technologies and visual effects stream, you need to hold a diploma that corresponds to a Quebec diploma of college studies, technical training, or bachelor's degree. You need to be employed or have a job offer in Quebec and have worked in an eligible full-time occupation for at least 24 months during the 5 years preceding the submission of your application. To be eligible, your job must correspond to one of the following occupations. The first is Information System Analyst and Consultants, which is NOC 2171, and the second is Graphic Designer and Illustrator, which is NOC 5241, but only if your job is in the visual effects sector. Computer and Information Systems Manager, which is NOC 0213, Software Engineer and Designers, which is NOC 2173, Electrical and Electronics Engineers, which is NOC 2133, Producer, Director, Choreographer, and Related Occupations, which is NOC 2133, but only if your job is in the visual effects sector. Computer Programmer and Interactive Media Developer, NOC 2174, Audio and Video Recording Technician, which is NOC 5225, but only if your job is in the visual effects sector. Computer Network Technician, which is NOC 2281, or Electrical and Electronics Engineering Technologist and Technician, which is NOC 2241. So this was all the information regarding the 3 new programs which are about to be launched by Quebec. If you want to know more about these updates, you can email me at the email address shown on your screen, and our office will be more than happy to assist you. If you have liked this video, please subscribe to my channel to get the latest updates about Canadian immigration. I will very soon post new videos about Canadian immigration. Till then, goodbye and take good care of yourself. Thank you.